Hi guys, and welcome to the Stephen King Sematary Club. Okay guys, we are on the last short story in Night Shift. This one is The Woman in the Room, and this one strikes me as a very personal story for Stephen King. I'm not positive how much his personal life plays into this, but his mother died from cancer. He has a brother. Maybe this was like a thought experiment. Maybe it was something he actually considered. So basically this one is also a heart-wrenching story of death and family. It's not supernatural, it's just a human interest type story. And Johnny is the main character, and his mother is in a hospital room, and she is dying of cancer. She's in pain all the time, she cries all the time. The doctors have done a procedure on her that's supposed to get rid of her pain receptor and eliminate the pain, but she still feels the pain, and the doctors insist that it's legitimate, but it's in her head. And it reminds me of how someone with a phantom pain from having a limb removed would experience it, but you can't do anything about it. So Johnny is watching his mother, he reminisces about her, and he decides that what he really needs to do is help her die. So he sneaks some pills from her house, and he is going to give them to her and help her end her life. Quote, "I believe we can safely say that they would do the job, but suppose they don't, or suppose they catch me. I don't want to go to court on a mercy-killing charge," page 321. So he is very committed to this, he's very serious about it, but he is concerned. Like, he's not a doctor. What if he doesn't give her the right dosage? What if she doesn't take all of them? What if he's discovered doing this? I mean, these are real risks that he's taking. So it's a very touching story. It's about his thoughts of a strong woman who raised him and who he respected and loved, and she has been reduced to this feeble person who has no quality of life anymore. She's just in a room and is sad all the time and is in pain all the time, and she just lays there in bed. So he brings the pills, and a whole bunch of things happen where he kind of says, well, if she doesn't ask me to give her any medication tonight, because he would sneak her aspirin even though she's not supposed to have it, you know, he's like, if she doesn't ask me for that, then I'm not going to give her any pills. Or if this happens, I'm going to consider it a sign and not give her the pills. But she asks for her aspirin, and so he gives her these instead, and she knows. Like, we know that she knows what he's doing, and he just lovingly sits there with her and hands them to her one by one, and she swallows them and says that, you know, he was always a good boy and she loved him, and it's just very sweet and touching. And he kind of makes it look like she had put the pills in her purse and had taken them out and done this to herself. So he leaves and he goes home to wait for the phone call after they find her. So I do think there must be some form of truth to this story. I think either Stephen King kind of went over this scenario in his head after his mother died, and he kind of did a thought experiment about, you know, about the situation or something. There has to be a personal element to this because it is so moving. I do like this story. It is upsetting to read, I think. It's heartbreaking, and I once again think that it shows his range. He doesn't only write horror. I like the style of this. It kind of jumps back and forth between, like, his thoughts when he's with his mother, his interaction with the doctor, his conversation with the brother. He can't even tell the brother. He can't even tell the brother that he wants to, you know, end their mother's life. That is the final story. We're done with Night Shift. So next week we will start The Stand, and I will be doing the uncut version of The Stand, so the long version of The Stand.